welcome to NocBro Nation.
Welcome back, guys. Jarrell here.
And I'm Josh, and today we're here to talk about Fear the Walking Dead. Could our group be heading back to Georgia?
Yes, so as you guys know, we're in our final season. They are filming in Savannah, Georgia, but that's just where they're filming. It's still going to be based kind of in the Texas area. I did find out that the actual location that they filmed Padre's filming location, not the actual location in the show, they are using an old fort. It's actually Fort James Jackson in Savannah, Georgia, which was where they filmed Padre. So the Padre actual location is still unknown. Also, guys, there is going to be some type of an event, a convention on the 25th of March, and Fear the Walking Dead is participating, and Dead City is participating. So we could potentially be getting a full-length trailer for Fear the Walking Dead and potentially Dead City. So stay tuned for next weekend.
Definitely be a missed opportunity if
they don't. Yeah. So definitely stay tuned for that.
You know, the group was in Louisiana, I believe.
Texas, Louisiana. Yeah.
So I mean, they're making their way that way.
Yeah.
And look, I think personally, it would be amazing to see the show kind of end where the other show, had a big presence, because they're not going to go back to California.
No, they're not. Even though Josh would love them to go back and seeing how destroyed California is.
That'd be awesome.
But we've said they should go back to maybe the stadium, or something like that.
Yeah. But the photos that we've seen, that give us clues that this could be heading back to Georgia, are pretty telling.
Pretty huge. So thank to you guys for mentioning it in the comments and showing us in tweets. So the first one came up really just recently. And so the first picture you guys are looking at is the very first picture, the early access kind of picture that they showed for Fear the Walking Dead Season 8, where it's Morgan, and as we know now, this is grown-up Mo. And people are like, all right, take a look at where they're at, a graveyard. Does this seem like Eastman's graveyard? Because if you look at this picture, this is the picture of the actual graveyard of Eastman after Morgan was there. Of course, it's not covered over with foliage and grass because it was at that time. But over the last couple years, 8 years now, it's going to have, it looks fairly similar. It's hard to really see, but it does have the same type of, gravestones, basically. Just a slab of wood slapped onto a piece of a stick. So it would be interesting if that, if he's kind of going through memory lane, he's traveling back to Georgia and he stops at this location to kind of reminisce about Eastman, the man that really brought him back. And then when we did our breakdown, guys, of the teaser reaction, you guys also mentioned look behind Grace.
Yeah, if that photo wasn't enough evidence, this one I think kind of brings it over the top.
It does.
The words in the background that Grace is covering up one letter, it's clear.
Yeah, and we didn't even notice it. You guys mentioned it in the comments when we did our breakdown, and it's clear all the way down. And where have we seen that? We saw that in Morgan's freaking crazy locked up house that he was in, apartment, wherever he was at.
That was
where he had spikes everywhere, and that's where Rick found him. And
it's clear, like
all the way down.
Dude.
So that picture right there is more of the telling one.
And Grace's face is kind of a face of concern because obviously he's kind of probably telling her what a dark place that she was in. Or he was in as they're visiting his previous, place of
hideout.
And she's just got a look on her face like, you poor thing.
Yeah, but I honestly think that we might get to see almost clear Morgan in this final season because, for one, yes, we are jumping ahead 7 years immediately in this season from what we've been told. But Morgan still has to find Mo because I think that, we heard this line from Madison in the teaser that Padre looks for anything they could take advantage of from you and they try to exploit it. So they know that Morgan wants Mo back and they're going to do whatever they can to keep her away from him unless he does what Padre wants him to do, the deeds, whatever he's going to be doing. Yeah. And it's going to be tough for him to try to get her back and then also escape. So I think there's going to be moments where Morgan, I think we're going to see almost this clear Morgan again. And that's where, like, if they travel back to Jordan, they go to his whole hideout where we see Clear and Grace is looking at it and Mo's looking at it. He's like, look, I almost went there again with the events of what happened. I don't want to be here again. And then we'll see what it all pans out if they go to Virginia or not.
And when you say that we're going to get to see a Morgan go clear again, guys,
almost maybe clear.
It is never going to be a full blown back to what he was, because he was in a very, very dark place. And when Jarrell says that, I think it's more of he uses that feeling to kind of like Rick did, when Shane says you got to go there. In the vision. Mm-hmm. Like, you have to go there in order to do the terrible things.
Right. To get certain things done, not to say that you're going to do terrible things, but you may have to resort to your old personality, to this rage to come out in you to really pull forward and get things done.
By the way.
Oh, amazing scene.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
I loved that.
But with Morgan, we have seen him come close to going clear again, and he's really stopped himself. I mean, I wouldn't say he's come close, but we've seen the rage in him, and we've seen him, like, we've looked at each other in reactions like, oh my God, is this dude about to go clear again? And he doesn't. But he's using that to fight whoever he needs to fight and survive.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, if the kind of couple episodes where we thought he was dead, if he wasn't so weak, he would have used that at that point, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think, guys, it would be, I'm trying to wrap my head around right now, with Fear ending, that was kind of what we talked about in the breakdown is, where are they going to end up? Are they going to take over Padre and that's going to be their home? Or are they going to go back to the stadium? Is Morgan going to try to say, hey, I know a place that we can go. I have some old friends in Virginia. Let's go there. Yes, they are still at least a minimum of about a year and a half or 2 years behind where the primary show Walking Dead ended, but they could still... I don't know, because I don't know.
I think the perfect spot for them would be Omaha.
Omaha, yeah. Well, they're destroyed.
Is that the timeline?
The CRM destroyed.
I still think the perfect spot for them would be Omaha.
No, we were destroyed in year 10 of the apocalypse. Omaha is destroyed.
I know.
But it'd be cool.
No, but I think that the perfect fit for them is Alexandria. It's either going to be that, or they're going to have to make their own spot to live.
Yeah. I just, if they do go back to Georgia, like if those pictures are correct, that's Eastman's grave.
They're going to Alexandria.
They're going to, Morgan's old spot. I wouldn't see them traveling there and then traveling all the way back to the stadium or something. So I think that they would want to go to Alexandria. It's not going to truly fit in the timeline in a sense, because in the main show we never saw the Fear people, but we can be led to believe that behind the scenes, Morgan and group joined our group in the background, but we just never saw
another thing is the nuclear fallout. Like, who wants to be that close to a nuclear fallout?
No. Who wants to go back there?
Yeah. And look, you could make an argument they're out of the safe zone, whatever. Weather.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, you're too close.
Well, unless there is still one plot hole out there, which is Alicia. Are they going to go back and look for her? Like... That's a huge plot hole. Now, there hasn't been a lot of rumors out there. I'm sure that, Alicia Debnam-Carey could come in, film her scenes early, kind of like what Andrew Lincoln and Denai Guerrera did for the
Here's the difference between the two, though.
Yeah.
Fear, you could absolutely keep a lid on it.
Good.
Right? Because it's not, and I'm not trying to be rude here, but it's not that popular. It's not as popular.
Not as popular as the main show.
So you're going to get away with it.
Yeah, you could. Yeah. I mean, some leaks will still come out if the people get a hold of them, because I've been seeing Daryl Dixon pictures all over Twitter from filming, and it's like nothing spoiler related. It's just him in a scene. So I mean, like it's gonna come out, and especially when the Rick show starts getting filmed.
I just hope we don't get a scene, and I know this is a Morgan video. I just hope we don't get a scene of Alicia saying, "I'm gonna go find her," and then we're done.
Oh, like find her mom?
No, I'm sorry. Other way around. Madison. Sorry, I messed up. I gotta go find her. And then we don't see it.
Yeah.
Cut.
I don't know. I mean, hey, we were disappointed we didn't get any proper reunions in the main show. I'm not gonna have high expectations that we're gonna get the reunions we want to get.
Madison
in this show.
spinoff, looking for Alicia.
Oh God. Now, hey, we would watch it because we're big Madison fans.
But I would not put it past this franchise.
I don't know if that would hold up.
It wouldn't. It would not.
It wouldn't hold up.
And Travis, looking for Travis.
Travis, yeah. Maybe it'd be Madison and Troy.
Yeah. Sweet. What was that picture we saw?
What?
You saw a picture. We were reviewing pictures, and it looked like Troy in a mask.
Oh, it was in the breakdown.
Yes.
Yeah, it was one of the Padre guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Please let it be true.
That'd be so awesome. Yeah, guys. So, I'm excited if the writers do want to try to get Morgan back to Alexandria. It's going to be a little weird just because of the timeline, but they could. Here's the thing.
It could be a half-season skip.
Here's the thing. So they could definitely do it, and because the main show is over, we never saw that piece, right? So they could jump ahead another 2 years or whatever, 2 year and a half, 2 years, and catch up to the end of the timeline, and then just show that Morgan finally made it back to Alexandria.
Oh, you're right.
And you can end it that way.
I'm not thinking of that aspect.
You-
I keep thinking of the fear timeline aspect.
Right.
But you got to put them there after the events of the main show.
Exactly. Yeah.
I didn't even
You got to
think
put
of
them there
that.
because
They can't show up before the main event.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's what I was saying.
And then we're like, where were they?
Right. That's what I was saying. They're still going to be about a year and a half, 2 years behind. But then you could time jump again, and the final scene of Fear the Walking Dead is Morgan finally coming home.
Yeah.
And you could do a scene where, you have Alexandria. I mean, yeah, they've already kind of torn down the place.
That would be awesome.
They could do CGI if they want to.
No, that would be awesome to have Morgan coming home to an Alexandria that has expanded and thriving now.
It would be CGI though.
Oh, absolutely.
Or old photos they'd mess together.
They don't have a good track record with CGI.
No, but it would probably be like a wide shot,
sure.
An aerial shot that's CGI, and it kind of shows Morgan and them walking towards it. Yeah. And it's like, let's say they still have like a number of miles left to go, but we see the windmill, we know what it is, where they're going.
And a CGI deer runs across.
And a CGI deer, yeah. So, so they definitely could do it to make it work, and I think that would probably be the best ending for Fear, is for Morgan to take everyone back to Alexandria. And yes, we want the reunions. Morgan, Strand.
I don't see Madison going though.
I think we'll get Madison, Strand reunion. Madison, Alicia. We'll see. You don't think Madison will go?
No, I don't think Madison Well, she has no purpose of following Morgan. I don't know. I just
unless something happens.
See it.
Yeah. Or like you said, they'll do a spinoff, Searching for Alicia.
Sure.
I don't know. We'll see. But let us know what you think, guys. Do you think that these pictures are true evidence that they are returning to Georgia, and potentially Morgan is taking the remaining group to Alexandria to live out their lives the best they can in this apocalypse to end this series? So let us know what you think in the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more Fear the Walking Dead Season 8 final season news. I'm Jarrell.
I'm Josh.
We're NocBro Nation.
We're out.